Hurricane Irene hit the state of Vermont just last month, and it caused a lot of damage. Worst flooding in Vermont in decades. It destroyed homes. Remember those covered bridge photos we showed you falling into the rivers, bridges damaged, and it's threatening as well one of the state's biggest employers. That is the tourism industry. With us now from Burlington, Vermont, is the governor of that state, Peter Shumlin. Governor, welcome to InBusiness. 12% of jobs in your state are from this tourism sector. Are people still going to come see the leaves change this fall?
Well, we hope so. And, here's the message. I mean, we were whacked very hard by Irene. Vermonters lost their homes, businesses, we lost lives. But the fact of the matter is, we're going to have the best fall foliage season, I think, in many, many years, because one of the secrets that we know up in Vermont is that it takes water for sugar maples to glow, those brilliant oranges and reds that you get. And boy, we got a heck of a lot of water up here. So we're inviting tourists to come up, spend their dollars, and really our message is this: our roads are open. We've been reopening faster than we ever imagined. We've got Route 9, Route 4, east to west corridors open. There's really no reason not to come, and there's every reason to come. If you care about Vermont, if you want to give us a hand up, this is the time to come spend your tourist dollars here. It's absolutely beautiful right now.
Sir, I do know that some of the estimates said that, damage because of Irene could cost as much as $500 million. I know there were efforts by your senators in Washington to push for more disaster relief. Do you have the funds in place to get Vermont back to business?
Well, we are getting Vermont back to business, and my guess is that we could well be, and this is a guess, somewhere between $800 million and $1 billion when we put all of the total losses together. But really, the president has been extraordinary in getting us the resources we need, our congressional delegation. And really, the story of Vermont is different, perhaps, than other places that get hit by such a terrible natural disaster. You have to remember that almost every other Vermonter owns a backhoe, an excavator, or a dump truck. And we've all been out rebuilding our roads faster than we ever thought was possible. So it might not be exactly the highway you saw before, but it's absolutely passable, beautiful, and a great time to come to Vermont and view spectacular fall foliage.
A little bit of do-it-yourself action there, it sounds like. But, sir, what happens with the fall leaf peeping season, just like the ski season, is people book these weekends so far in advance. What have you heard from local hotels, local restaurants in terms of cancellations?
Well, first you have to remember that nearly half of the state was totally not impacted by Irene. The northern half up around Burlington, Lake Champlain, the Northeast Kingdom, Franklin County, totally untouched. So the damage was in the southern end of the state, and I should add that's where the leaves turn last because it's further south. So what we're hearing is that at first people panicked, saw, covered bridges being wiped down, rivers and the rest, and said, we're not going there. And now they're realizing that we're getting rebuilt, that we're open again, that our inns need you now more than ever, restaurants, and that it's a great time to come. So we're finding that bookings are starting to pick up again, and that's great news for all of us.
And lastly, all these emergency funds, do they cover you fully, or will you once again have to raise taxes or cut social services when it comes to balancing your budget?
We think that with the federal government's help, we're going to be able to get there without raising taxes. Okay. That's obviously our goal.
All right, Governor, thank you so much. Good luck to you and to your state as you work to recover.
Thanks so much for having us on, and we appreciate all the support we're getting from around the country.
All right, see you in ski season.